being here. Today we're going to talk about the value added tax in Europe, or the VAT as it is sometimes called. So we don't really have this here in the States, and it may be something that you're not aware of. There is a tax that's added on things that you buy in Europe, and you can get a refund on those, but the rules are very strict, and I could not comply. It did not work out, so I did not get any of my money back. So if you do certain things, then you can get a refund on the value added tax at the end of your trip. So it's usually only worthwhile on big ticket items. So what happens is, if let's just say I walked into a leather store and I bought a briefcase, there is a tax that's added to that, the value added tax, and hopefully that the person in the store is going to ask you if you want them to do the paperwork for you. So there are two ways to do it. You can do the paperwork at the airport, or you can often have the person in the store do it for you. So they fill out this paperwork. It lists things like, when you're leaving the country, and I think they ask what airport you're flying out of, those kinds of things. So they'll fill out the paperwork for you. But then, this is the thing that tripped me up. You have to get it validated at the airport. So you have to make sure that you're getting to the airport early enough that you can get that, you can find where it's supposed to happen and get it filled out and still get to your flight on time. So we flew, I'll share with you what happened to me so that you won't necessarily fall into that same pitfall. We were flying out of Milan, and Milan's a pretty big airport. It looked like there used to be value added tax desks all over the airport, but every one that I could find was closed. I think that there was only one that was open, and I could not find it in the time that I had left. I think here's what I would recommend. So I would recommend that as soon as you arrive at the airport, ask someone at the beginning where it is, because I suspect that what happened in our circumstance is they didn't have enough staff to host all of these desks. So the ones that were deeper into the airport were closed, and I think that the only one that was still running was near the entrance. And that's why I couldn't find it, because I would have had to backtrack all the way back to that section of the airport, and I didn't have enough time to do that. So definitely ask about that at the beginning when you get to the airport. There's like some sort of stamp that they have to put on the paperwork in order for you to get that refund. And I think that the way it works is it gets sent back to your credit card, I think. I don't have all the details mapped out because I wasn't able to get it actually accomplished, but the savings can be substantial. Don't overlook this. I will not make those mistakes again. I will make sure that I keep up with all my paperwork and that I get to the airport early enough that I'm going to be able to get it processed, and I'm going to ask at the entrance to the airport where that desk is so that I don't miss it. I relied on signs that said value added desk this way, and all of the ones that were this way were closed. So don't fall into that pitfall. Definitely keep up with your paperwork, and definitely apply for that refund, because we're talking about some real money if you're doing some serious shopping. So I hope you found this helpful. I know I don't have all the answers for you, but at least I've alerted you to the issue so you can look into it a little more substantially. So if you're making a big purchase while you're over there, ask about the value added tax. See if they'll fill out the paperwork for you. That'll make things a lot easier for you. And then make sure you keep up with it and make sure you get to the airport on time. Hope you found this helpful. Hit the like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time. Ciao.